I'm JB, and in this video I'll be showing you how to assemble my 3D printable voxelized Mario Sprite figurine from Super Mario Bros., the 1985 NES release of the 1983 arcade game, simply titled Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Released in Japan on September 13th, 1985, meaning the game is celebrating its 40-year release anniversary this weekend. In honor of the anniversary, and in an attempt to broaden my 3D voxel figurine catalog beyond only Minecraft figures, I decided to take on the task of designing this printable and buildable Mario Sprite figure, inspired by the Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo 8-bit figures, as well as the 30th anniversary 8-bit Mario amiibo. Without further ado, let's get started. This figure consists of a total of 20 pieces. The core of the figure is the piece for the overalls. Then there's the head and face piece, the boots, the mustache and hair, the hands or gloves, the sideburn hair, the buttons for the overalls, the eyes, the sleeves and collar, and his iconic hat. The first thing you might need to do is remove some of the supports from the printing process and clean up some of the pieces a little, including picking Mario's nose hairs, an unfortunate side effect of the supports used for the nose overhang, but this is an important step for making sure the mustache piece fits into his face correctly. I also recommend trimming down the neck and hat pegs a little, which will make it easier to attach them later on. Before attaching each piece, I like to zap the receiving end with a hairdryer to heat it up and soften the plastic a little, just to make it easier to snap everything into place. Starting with the head, I usually attach the mustache first to get the hard part out of the way. You really have to squeeze pretty hard to press it all the way into the face. Next, I usually add the hair on the back of his head, which fits around his ears, so be careful because the ears might be a little fragile. After that, press the sideburn hair pieces into these slots. They should fit perfectly around these parts on the side of his face. For some of these pieces, I find the easiest way to snap them into place is to just find a sturdy, flat surface like a smooth floor, and lay the piece flat, and then just press down on it like you're doing CPR. You are CPR certified, right? From here, I think it's easiest to add the hat before the eyes, since you have to glue the eyes into place, and having the hat attached already makes it easier to fit the eyes into the right spot. I try to make sure that any symmetrical pieces with a flat surface are facing the same direction, like the eyes or the buttons, usually by finding the side that was printed flat against the plate and making sure both pieces are facing the same way. And there we go! Now onto the body. This is where it gets a little more complicated, and you'll need to use glue a bit more often, but if you like Tetris I think you'll be okay. Let's get the hard part out of the way again this time, and I mean it, this is the hard part. The figure might even crack or break during this step if you're not careful, or if your plastic quality isn't durable enough. To add the buttons, you'll want to heat the sockets in the overalls a lot, but don't heat the buttons themselves. Try to fit the buttons in at an angle from the side. And once it's lined up with the socket, carefully place it against a sturdy surface and press down on it, making sure it's perfectly flat and lined up. And then it should just slide right into place. If you're not skin and bones like I am, you might be able to just use your barbarian strength to press the buttons in, but be careful of the way the socket is shaped at the diagonal outward corners, since they don't attach all the way because 3D printing is a flawed process, and that creates a weak point where the whole thing could snap apart. And then just do that for all 4 buttons on both sides. Once all 4 buttons are in place, take a moment to congratulate yourself for your accomplishments in life. Next, let's attach the neck and collar piece. You'll want to use glue for this part, especially if you want to be able to reorient the head later on. Try to slide the neck piece between the overall straps and then add glue into the opening. And then press it down as far as you can. While you let the glue dry, let's move on to assembling the arms. This is where those Tetris Championship trophies will come in handy. Make sure you use enough glue, but not too much, and make sure the pieces line up as flat as possible. can also attach the boots to the overalls now. They should be able to easily fit into the pant legs through this slot, and they're designed to be able to be removed and reoriented so his feet are facing either sideways like the Sprite, or forwards, just like the head can. Now that the collar is glued in, let's attach the head, which will make lining up and gluing the arms to the body a little easier. And don't forget to put the cap back on your glue. Sometimes the only way to get the pieces to attach is to just wiggle it until it slides into place. Looking good. Now you'll need to add some glue for the arms. I like to put the glue on the arms themselves and just fit them into place along the body. And try to make them line up evenly with the feet and the surrounding pixels of the body. And ideally, try not to run out of glue while you're assembling him. I apologize in advance for not designing more of the pieces to be able to snap together. Believe you me, I hate using glue more than anyone. That's why I also designed multicolor printable versions of the head and body, so as long as each section only has a maximum of 4 colors each, you can use a multicolor printer to make each section one single multicolor part, so you can avoid this entire assembly process. Maybe I should have mentioned that at the start of the video. And there you go! It's a Mario! You can also remove and reorient the head and feet to change him from a side-facing sprite like the game to a full-body front-facing pixel Mario figure. Take that, Jack Specific, mine is more articulated than yours. This color scheme honestly looks so much better for him than the original arcade colors. This figure definitely just screams Mario, even more than the original one I printed. And there you have it, my custom-designed 3D printable 1985 Super Mario Sprite figurine, just in time for the 40th anniversary of the Japanese NES release of Super Mario Bros. Nintendo, please don't sue me or copyright my video, I'm not even monetized. This figure and a set of level accessories to go along with him are available to download and print for free from my Bamboo Maker World profile, along with several Minecraft figures including the new Copper Golem, a fully colored creeper, and a customizable Minecraft player skin figure. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting like and leaving a comment, and subscribe for more gaming and 3D printing related content. I hope you enjoyed this assembly tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye!